Hello, welcome to Casual Veteran Gamer. I've just cleared out this little building with Anders inside and killed everyone. The mage ended up being pushed all the way down there at the bottom. Get there later. And I'm going to be using Glut to raise up the dead. Now, quite interestingly, the refugee here isn't just a dead body by the looks of it. It isn't just 6 hit points, as I've seen before with some dead bodies. Level 4, they've got 30 hit points. I'm not certain what to expect. Ah, look at this. They've got Sacred Flame, Burning Hands, Cure Wounds. Looks like a light cleric in all honesty. But that is all they've got. Level 1 spell slots 4, level 2 spell slots 2, level 3, the level 4. So it doesn't quite match up with the progression that we would have as a player character. But interestingly, they did give him some spells. Cure Wounds, Burning Hands I've already said, Sacred Flame. But nothing else particularly special about him. On his dead body, he does have a not Sacred Flame, has got Cure Wounds scroll. There it is, placeholder quick slot number 4. But nothing else I can see there particularly interesting. Got all above average stats and everything, which is nice for them. Alright, going to move on to inside this room here. Where's Glut? Make sure we've got Glut selected. Look at Trin. Oh, Trin was in the battle. Tried to hurt us. Sound class 14. Essentially just a ranger. We got multi-attack ranged. Make a ranged attack with your equipped weapon dealing 1d6 plus 3 damage. This isn't the first time I've seen multi-attack ranged described as only actually doing 1 attack. Ensnaring Strike and Hunter's Mark. This is very similar to the Githyanki, I think it was the Raider. I can't remember the exact name. There's a Githyanki that has effectively the stuff from the Ranger class. The abilities all 12 apart from Dexterity, which is 16. They're Lucky, Brave, which is from being the Lightfoot Halfling. Brave gives them advantage on saving throws against being frightened. 3 level 1 spell slots, one of which she used in the battle, which was the Ensnaring Strike, I believe. I'm going to try... Oh, I just got rid of it by accident. Sorry, wrong screen. Here we are. I'm going to try this multi-attack ranged. Yeah, this is what happened with the Githyanki. With the multi-attack ranged, is even if I put the cursor onto someone, it doesn't actually target them. So it looks like the multi-attack ranged doesn't actually work right now. Because I could use the normal ranged attack to try and hit the Minotaur. Okay, hit it, it's hit or miss. Multi-attack ranged doesn't work. Alright, going to move on to Anders himself now. Can't reach. I tried to use Karlak in the battle, but she got killed. By Anders, kind of, I suppose it's fitting. So Anders might be more interesting. I don't always look at these characters before I record the videos. Maybe you can tell. Armor class is 14 based off this scale mail armor, which means his dexterity is only not very good. It's only 11. And he has Shield of Faith. Looks a bit like a paladin, I guess. I mean, Tyr could, kind of paladins of Tyr. Sorry, anyway, we've got Shield of Faith, Bane, Cure Wounds, but also got some Battlemaster maneuvers of trip attack. Oh, not maneuvers, just one Battlemaster maneuver of trip attack. Cleave is from his weapon. Stats, 16 is strength, otherwise nothing's higher than 14. He's a high half-elf. Couldn't quite tell from looking at him here. 1 superiority die by the looks of it, which is to use with the trip attack. Otherwise, nothing we haven't really seen before. It doesn't have any spell slots. Now, is this because they all got used up? Sorry, I have one last look down here. So this is a bit strange, I would say, because he's got spells, but no spell slots. I mean, it doesn't even have any spell slots, because if I come to, say, Will, right, we've got 2 spell slots just here. No one else. Oh no, the cleric also. Right, we can see empty spell slots, but Anders here doesn't have any. Trip attack should work. I've seen it work on other people before. Poor old Minotaur is always being experimented on. There it goes. Right, laying on the ground prone for a turn, I presume. And getting back up. It's getting back up. I'm going to come out here Glut, 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 glut. Come and raise this little guy. There he is, Rurik. Armor class is only 12, 2 daggers. Has an offhand melee attack. Really, really plain person. They're a dwarf. Again, they've got 3 level 1 spell slots, but no spells. And no other abilities even. Just attack, main hand attack, and offhand attack. Because he's wielding 2 daggers. If I took the daggers off, we wouldn't be able to do anything. So really nothing special there. It's got some bombs, but anyone can have bombs. I've already gone through gnolls. I don't really think it's worth... Oh, it might raise one of them. Because most gnolls are a certain type of gnoll, like gnoll Yinoku, or the Flind, or the... Oops, just got it. The Hunters, something like that. Whereas these gnolls are just named as gnoll. Got a spear. They've got bite. Look at that. Bite a target to deal 1d4 plus 0 fire damage. I'm going to try that in a second on the Minotaur. The stats, nothing to write home about really. The highest stat only being 14 for strength. But it does have the passive feature of Rampage, which goes with all the gnolls. Armor class is fairly low, only at 12. Can still make a melee attack and use its weapon skill. It's going to get the Minotaur. Taking a bit of a beating down the Minotaur. Right, let's bite. I'm going to open up the damage. To damage the info box. So, did 1d4 plus 2 fire damage. I'm just going to check one more of these gnolls now that's happened. I wonder if it's all of them or just this one. Invalid target. Let's get this dead gnoll. I imagine it's the same. Wouldn't be surprised if I just copy and paste it here. Using the same model. Yeah. There we are. By 1d4 plus 0, which is really 1d4 plus 2. We do have this bug with the tooltips where with almost any time you're not your character, even if a druid is wild shaped, it says plus 0, but really when you use it, you do get your modifier from your strength or dexterity or whatever is appropriate. Right, we've still got to go and have a look at the mage. Again, these gnolls, just probably the same as before, but there was somebody called Buckle. 24 hit points, so they're not just a placeholder dead body. Gnome. Don't know anything about Buckle. She's just got a short bow, leather armor. Yes, she's been given some stats. Level 4. Again, 3 level 1 spell slots, but that arrows of ice are just because they are in her inventory, not because she's got a special skill. As a gnome, just has a description of gnomes here: small, clever, and energetic. Gnomes use their centuries-long lifespans to explore and invent in Faerun's brightest and corners and darkest depths. Alright, kind of interesting to see that they've made her someone. Dead gnoll. Let's get down here. You can see Glut just kind of stuck there. The Minotaur's not too happy about this either. Okay, Glut. Bring Glut this way. Because he came up here using this ladder. Oh, I could have run down the other way, never mind. Come see the wizard. I presume a wizard anyway. Cyril. I'm not so good with fantasy names, I suppose. Right, up she comes. So yeah, we can see some wizard spells down here. 4 scrolls of Revivify. I think she can sell those to you. So armor class is 10, which is kind of to be expected. 2 cantrips, Firebolt and Poison Spray. And 3 level 1 spells, Ray of Sickness, Colour Spray, Magic Missile. I did see her use Mage Armor, which means it must have been from a scroll because she doesn't have it here in her spellbook. Her stats, 16 for Intelligence, which is about as good as it gets. Although I suppose at level 4 she could have had it at 18. And she's got, it says 1 level 1 spell slot. She's actually got 5 up here. And 3 level 2 spell slots. I've seen this before where NPCs have been given level 2 spell slots but no way to use them. Because when we click on their spells, select their spells, there's no choice of whether we have 1st or 2nd level. They've only got the choice of using 1st level spell slots. Just going to fire off 3 random magic missiles. I think that's it for this video in the end, because there are no other dead bodies that are unique anyway. We've seen all the dead bodies that appear in this area. We've seen some gnolls. We've seen the humanoids that are inside here, and there are no other dead bodies to look at now. It's kind of interesting how Anders is green here, even though it wasn't a fight with him. Same with Rurik. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Maybe learnt something new, seen something you haven't seen before. Please let me know what you think of these characters in the comments below, and if there's any particular monsters or creatures, well I can't use creatures, only humanoids, any particular humanoids you want me to look at next. And I'll see you in the next one.